Hi there, welcome to the practice questions on being able to expand expressions. What I'd like you to do now is to pause the video, have a go at these 4 questions, and then when you're happy with your answers, restart the video and go through the model answers and correct any mistakes. So pause the video now, have a go at questions 1, 2, 3 and 4. Hi, welcome back. Let's now go through these model answers. We're just expanding each of these expressions. Now what that means is we multiply the terms that are inside the brackets by the term or number that is outside the brackets. So this first one just becomes 4 times 2x is 8x, and then 4 times minus 3, which is minus 6. The second one here, we're using our index laws that state that if you're multiplying terms that contain powers, you add the powers together. So this first bit, y cubed times y squared, gives me y to the 5, because if I add the 3 and the 2, I get the 5. And then y squared times 4y, well I've got the 4 there, so that must be 4y. If there is not a number above the y, that means it's a 1, so 3 add 1 gives me 4. Question 3. Negative 4x squared times x gives me negative 4x cubed. And then negative 4x squared times 2y, well the minus 4 times the 2 gives us a negative 8. But I can't use any rules on this one, it just becomes, well it just stays as x squared y. The last one, number 4. We can expand the first bit just as we've done the other ones. So 3y times y squared gives me 3y cubed, and 3y times 4 just gives me, well 3 times 4 is 12, there's only one y, so it's 12y. When I come into this next bit here, I've got a negative here. What we need to assume here is that there is a number outside the bracket. That number we assume to be 1. I'll just write that in red. Once we've done that, then we can expand it just as we normally would by multiplying these two terms inside the bracket by negative 1. So negative 1 times y squared gives you negative y squared, and negative 1 times positive 8y gives negative 8y. We then need to check that there's no terms that can be grouped together here, because the y's here, 12y and the negative 8y, are the same terms, they're like terms, so we can group those two together. So we end up with 3y cubed, 12y take 8y is 4y, and then we've got the negative y squared there. And we could write this going in descending powers, 3y cubed minus y squared plus 4y.